Buenas tardes. So welcome to the next little video. I'm decided to go to one of our local pubs. They do a fantastic fish and chips on a Friday night, so I'm going to go and get myself a fish supper out Campbell's Irish bar, which is the little bar in the village where we live, in Roda Village. So I thought it's actually a good opportunity to show you quickly around this little village where we live, and it's just outside Los Alcázares in Murcia province. So it's Friday the 28th of February. It's around 5:30 and we've actually got a bit of unsettled weather forecast over the next week or so, with quite a bit of heavy rain, so that'll be interesting to see how that pans out. They don't always get it right, but I have to say that on this occasion all of the weather forecasting apps all appear to be saying the same thing, so I think it's highly likely we're going to get a deluge of rain, because when it comes down, it doesn't last long, but it comes down. So let's see what the weather brings. So as I said, I'm just going to have a quick walk around part of the village as I head over to get my dinner. And you'll see in the background and in the future bits of the video I show you that the houses here are all built in a sort of little Spanish style, all different colours, all multicoloured houses, mixture of 2 and 3 bedroom houses, all in sort of little pockets with a central courtyard in the middle. And the central courtyard is only accessible by the owners of the properties, so it's a smashing little place to just sit and get to know your neighbours. Lovely place to sit in an afternoon in the sunshine as well. So the village is Roda Village, or Senorio de Roda. So you'll probably, if you search for that on the map, you'll see it. So anyway, let's have a quick look at just a couple of the streets as we go. So this is typically how the houses are built in a little village. It's a good mixture of different nationalities. There's quite a few Spanish live here full time, which is nice. There's quite a few Scottish, Irish and English as well, and then there's quite a few people from the Netherlands, Holland, etc. So it's a good mix of people, and the great thing is that everyone just gets on well together. Each of the blocks has its own little community pool, so there's plenty of pools for the whole community to use, and they're never that busy. So just looking up, you can see the skies clouding over, getting a bit dark now, so we're very likely to get a downpour. It's due to come in tonight around the 10 o'clock, but I kind of get the feeling that it's going to come in just a wee bit earlier than that. Now the thing about the rain is, when it comes, as I said, it comes on heavy and it comes on fast, and it tends to only last, normally we might get the odd few hours of rain, but this forecast that's coming is actually showing that it's going to be raining all the way through from today right through to Thursday or Friday, so that'll be unusual that we get a period of rain, but to be honest, the reservoirs and the plants need it, so it's probably not too bad a thing. So just as I'm walking up here, you'll see this is one of the little courtyards. Each of the blocks has one of these little courtyards in it. which are only accessible by the residents of that block. So nice little place to sit, very private, and a good place to socialise with neighbours. The other thing to note is that these houses all have private parking in the driveways in the front, although very few people ever actually use them for parking. Most people use them just as somewhere to sit. And the buildings all have nice little roof terraces or solariums, so again it's somewhere nice to sit. Now we've built a little bar on ours. I just like to sit in the bar of an evening or at the weekends watching the bike racing. When that's on, it's nice to just sit there with a couple of beers in the wee bar watching the bike racing. And just at this part here, we've got some apartments. There's usually one or two for sale, but they usually sell fairly quickly. That's one of the good things about the village, is that any properties that do go up for sale usually sell fairly quickly. So it's not like a lot of the golf resorts where there's a huge glut of properties that don't sell. Also, we've got one of these little outdoor gyms here. So these are dotted all over Spain, where you can just come and have a workout for free without any gym membership, and they are used by quite a lot of people. So that's a nice little thing to have. So just coming along here, we've got the little sort of local community bar. Also a little football pitch there. It's always well used by lots of Spanish kids all playing football, which is great. Not many people around at the minute just because the weather's obviously not too good. So you can see in here we've got the Roda's bar, a couple of petanque courts, football pitches, I say, plenty of outdoor seating, and they do fantastic little tapas in here, all very authentic Spanish tapas, and you can get a beer in there for just under €3 for a pint. So not so bad having that right on our doorstep. And then just here we have just a little row of businesses. So you've got Roda Sales, where we bought our house through Sharon in there. So if you're looking for property in the area, you speak to Sharon and tell her Duncan sent you, and she'll look after you in there. We had this nice little gastro bar, Yummies, sadly closed last year, but it looks as though there might be someone else taking it over. Then we have just one of these general home services businesses that will sort out with any work you need done, air conditioning, pools, hot tubs, spas, anything at all really. They can do white goods, plumbing, electrical, shutters, all that sort of stuff. Then you've got another estate agent here, typically selling properties in the area. So you can see here, one of the houses the same as ours, so a 2-bed duplex with a roof terrace, €145,000, communal pool, etc. And then there's other houses in the sort of surrounding areas that they sell as well. On the other side, you can see we have this lovely little church. It's actually a chapel, and on a Sunday when the church bells are calling everyone to mass, it's just lovely to hear that in the background. It's a beautiful little chapel, so when we maybe try and get a shot indoors of that on another day when it's open. So again, Costa Sureste there, sell properties. We then have a business that does sort of physiotherapy for trauma, all sorts of stuff in there. It's a private practice, so obviously got to pay to use that one. We have a great little local supermarket. They do a wide range of Spanish and British goods, and always have fresh bread, sausage rolls, etc. getting baked. Hola, buenas! A little beauty centre here to get all your nails and all that bits and bobs done, and then we've got a kids club on the corner. So good local facilities for the people who live in the village. And then finally we have the pub that I'm going to go get my dinner in. Campbell's there. We'll go around the other side. There's also over there the Hacienda de Roda. Now, we don't know much about this, but obviously it's been here for a long time. And I think all the land round about was once owned by the family who owned the Hacienda, and they've kind of sold it off over the years. But as far as I'm aware, it was lying empty for a few years, but it's now some people living back in it again, but we don't know what the plan is. I'd heard it was for sale for €3 million, but I can't imagine anyone would want to pay that because it needs a fair bit of work. So just coming up here to Campbell's, we have this outdoor seating area, which obviously at the minute is all under cover, just with the wind. It's getting a bit colder. And then we've got Campbell's Irish bar, which is the place I'm going to go and get my dinner. So we'll next see you indoors. How you doing? So this is Campbell's bar and restaurant. I'll just show you the restaurant part. So proper little Irish bar. Great Sunday nights in here. And then this is the restaurant side, which is really well prepared and really busy on the weekends. Obviously being winter it's not as busy as it would normally be, but great food in here if you're in the area. A great mix of food, fantastic pizzas, great burgers, fantastic Sunday lunch if you're looking for it, and the fish and chips are great, so I like to see those once I get them. So, didn't that fish and chips look fantastic? And it did taste as good as it looked, so fish and chips all done. Just heading back home now. Wind has definitely picked up, it's getting a bit cooler now, and it looks as though we're definitely going to get the rain that was promised. So anyway, hope you enjoyed that little walk round Nacionalities de Roda, the little village where we live. It's obviously bigger than what I've showed you, but I just wanted to give you a quick look at the sort of main parts of the village, as people have been asking about where I live. So as always, please click on like and subscribe, and I really appreciate it if you take a couple of minutes to add a comment in the video, and I do read them and I always try and answer them, so take time to do that. And if there's anything else, as always, if you'd like me to do videos in anything in particular, just let me know and I'll be happy to add them to the list. So anyway, thanks again for watching, and we'll see you all on the next video. Hasta luego.